I can remember the morning having breakfast with my dad, but apart from that, it's like a blank week. From what I understand, I was a passenger in the car, and a truck crashed into the side of the car, and crashed into the side that I was a passenger in. I've just been told I can't remember a thing.
He was in a coma for over a week, and during that time, it was unknown how he was going to wake up. We got a call to say that he had awoken, and we were ecstatic, of course, that at least that was the first step. But they also had some other news for us, and I don't know whether they thought it was good news for us or bad, but to say that he was actually speaking Mandarin.
In high school, we had to do 2 languages, and I decided, okay, I'll do Chinese. But it was basic fluency. After waking up from the coma, I saw a Chinese-looking nurse. And because the first person I spoke to was in Mandarin, my internal monologue became Chinese. It did suddenly get really a lot better after the coma because it just became so much more quick. I'd probably first 3 or so days, I'd only speak Mandarin. And then when my parents came and saw me, I'd speak to them in Mandarin as well. And so that would have really frightened them, thinking, oh God, we're gonna have to start learning Chinese. So I wrote, I love my mum, I love my dad, I'll get better in Mandarin, and then gave it to them. I'm sure that the nurse translated it for them. It says I love my dad, I love my mum, I love you all, so you're in that one, Mike.
It sort of was like a little hook that he could grab onto, and he's, as I said, made a fantastic recovery, far better than anyone could have expected, and it's been on a platform of his Mandarin skills.
Well, you've come a fair way since then. Yeah.
So after I came out of rehab, I said, I need to do something with myself. My Mandarin's kind of the thing that I'm doing at the moment, so how about I just do 1 unit of Mandarin at Melbourne Uni? So I progressed pretty quickly, and then they said, okay, Ben, there's this competition at the Victorian finals of Mandarin. Do you want to represent Melbourne Uni? I said, yeah, sure. And then luckily got to the Australian finals, and then went on to represent Australia in China.
It was amazing time, really, that he could do that because he was one of the youngest contestants. It was a fantastic way of almost letting us know that, I'm going to recover from all of these challenges that I've had.
My voice is slightly higher when I speak Chinese, which is interesting.
Okay, 咖啡来了.
I mean, I pronounce words wrong all the time because I might use the wrong tone or something like that, and it means something completely different. A good example of the language is that my name Ben means stupid in Chinese. So the first time I introduced myself to a Chinese person, they say, 你好, 我叫 Ben. And they kind of laughed, hi, I'm called stupid. And they thought I was almost joking. I would say I'm fluent in Mandarin. I would not say I'm fluent, but I'm fluent enough to talk with friends and to host in basic Mandarin a small TV show.
Hello， 大家好，欢迎收看本期美男私房菜节目。
Hosting in your second language is difficult. I've got one host is from Taiwan, one host is from mainland China, so they speak, of course, fluent Mandarin.
欢迎大家收看本期的 Oh My God!
If I try to speak at their pace, I'll just tumble and fall over my own words.
各位 lady, 1, 2, 各位 lady, gentlemen, local 和老外。
I mean, they've really welcomed me with open arms because there are too many people that study the language Mandarin at this level. That really gives you a lot of force behind yourself to just keep going and continuing that kind of Chinese path.
I think one thing that's very telling, though, is when I look back over everything that's happened, I've never heard him once complain. He's always been so positive, and I think that's part of why he's recovered so well.
I hope I'm helping bridge the relationship between China and Australia, and not only on just a business level, but also on entertainment, and then also, who knows, in the future on a diplomatic level as well.